Guys, this is Surya from Skilling. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying indoors and staying safe. Very recently, a lot of our YouTube viewers have asked us to review some of our master courses. We also felt that it would be useful for folks like you to understand what our master course entails of. So here's a new series where I and some of the folks at Skilling review a master course. So the first master course that we are going to review today is our Design Engineers Master's Program. So let's get started. This is a full-fledged online program. You can take this program full-time and finish it in 6 months. You can take this program part-time and finish it in 12 months. What does full-time mean and what does part-time mean? Full-time, you need to spend 30 to 40 hours per week to finish this coursework in 6 months. Part-time, you need to spend around 12 to 20 hours per week to finish the course in 12 months, right? What does this course entail? So this particular Design Engineering Master's program has 6 modules. So if you think about design, right, there are 4 types of design. One is solid modeling. Any component which has a specified height, width, and depth. So any particular component which has a solid volume is basically called as a solid model. And then there is surface modeling. What is surface modeling? If you see the exterior component of any particular product, so surface of cars are called as surface modeling. There is a different technique to design solid models. There is a different technique to design surface models. Then comes sheet metal. Sheet metal components are your structural integrity components, right? So if you see your car, the outside components are surface models. Then inside your car, there is your inner panel of your hood, inner panel of your doors. Those are all made by sheet metals, right? Those are your structural integrity components. Then you have your plastic components, right? So when you go into design, solid modeling, surface modeling, sheet metal, plastic modeling. So if you know these 4 concepts, your ability to apply these concepts to design different components becomes a little higher. And if you think about how we have structured this coursework, you basically start with product ideation design using solid and surface modeling. Here, you learn both solid and surface modeling. The second course is an introduction to sheet metal design. Here, you understand the different process in sheet metal design. Then you learn GD&T. What is GD&T? Whenever a company, it designs a component to be mass manufactured. In order to be mass manufactured, the company needs to have dimensions and tolerances that are understood by the company, that are understood by the suppliers, that are understood by the production facilities. So ASME has brought in something called as GD&T, and that is something that you will be learning in this coursework as well. So the first course, solid and surface. The second course, introduction to sheet metal. Then you will learn about GD&T. Then comes your advanced automotive body in white design. So here is where you learn the application of sheet metal in automotive components. So you would have commonly heard BIW design, right? Body in white design. So what is body in white design? Your hood, fender, roof, tailgate, those are body in white components, right? So designing those components is what body in white design is all about, right? So you will learn that as your 4th course. Then comes automotive plastic design, right? Here you will understand how to design trims, how to design plastic components. So what are the common issues that you will face in plastic design and how to overcome those issues. So these are all in design. There are 2 types of design, right? One is product design, then manufacturing design. The first 5 courses is a very good introduction to product design. Then the 6th course is mold design using SolidWorks. This is manufacturing design. Here you will understand how to design molds that are used to manufacture plastic components. So that is your mold design using SolidWorks. Let's basically go ahead and see what you will be covering in each of these courses. All right. So every particular course has a set of aspects that we will be covering. So for example, in our first course, where product ideation design using solid and surface modeling, you will understand how to design your own mood board. Then you will understand how to work on SolidWorks. Then you will basically design components of a American chopper. American choppers are bikes like Harley Davidson. You will design different components of American chopper, put them together, assemble them and render them as well. right? So you will start from sketch, 2D component, 3D component, assembly, and rendering. So you will basically travel through the whole journey. Is that only it? No. So the American Chopper is your solid model, right? The surface model you will be designing is an yacht. So this is the kind of project that you will be working on. And so you will design an American Chopper, and this is the model that you will end up designing. Then you will basically have your yacht, right? This is a surface model of a yacht that you will be working on. So this is the first coursework, right? The second coursework introduces you to sheet metal design, where you basically understand all the different processes that go on into designing a sheet metal. Again, we are big believers in project-oriented courses. So here you will basically work on 5 projects. You will work on a sheet metal casing modeling, sheet metal box modeling, sheet metal switchboard modeling, enclosure modeling using sheet metal, and a bracket modeling for an automotive component. Right? These are the 5 projects that you will be working on. This particular coursework is to provide you an introductory knowledge of sheet metal design. Right? So once you have this, what you will be looking into is our geometric dimensioning and tolerancing. Here, you will basically go over all the rules, symbols, what are tolerances, what is the different types of tolerances, orientation tolerance, profile tolerance, position tolerance, and the in-depth understanding of GD&T. So in GD&T, there are 2 aspects according to ASME. One is ASME read level, then ASME write level. ASME write is the advanced one, ASME read is the intermediate one. This particular coursework allows you to go to the level of ASME read level, right? So that is what this particular coursework allows you to do. There is a project which is where you take up a butterfly valve design and do the whole dimensions and tolerances for the butterfly valve, right? So this is your project for this particular course. Then comes your advanced automotive body in white design, right? Here you will basically go over the vehicle development cycle. So from scratch, how benchmarking is done, from benchmarking to production for each component: your hood, fender, roof, tailgate, and side doors and side body panel. So you will basically look at all the 5 components. So what does a vehicle development cycle mean, right? So when you design any automotive component, there are 4 criteria that you need to check, right? One is your design functionality, right? It is called as design requirement. What is your functional requirement? What is your safety requirement? What is your gap in freshness requirement? What is design requirement? Okay, design requirement is there is X amount of space in which you need to design this particular component. Your hood needs to be in X dimensions. This is your design. What is the functionality? Your hood's function is to open and close and to absorb the heat generated by the engine, right? And to make sure when it crashes, it kind of propagates the forces away from the passenger and the driver. So this is the functional requirement of the hood. What are the safety requirements? Safety requirements. So basically, when a frontal crash happens, the force does not propagate and pass on to the passengers. It needs to kind of dissipate on the sideways. So that's your crash or safety requirements. What is your gap in freshness? So basically, it comes back to GD&T. So all these concepts for every component is what you will be learning in this particular coursework, right? So as I previously said, these are the projects: hood design, fender, roof, tailgate, right? You basically take a look into all these projects and you will work on these projects as well. The next course is a plastic design using CATIA V5. Again, here you basically look into what is the plastic industry. Here you will basically look into how designing plastics happens in the automotive industry. You will get a very good introduction to CATIA V5. You basically understand what are the issues that comes while designing plastic components and how to overcome that. And you basically go up from, you start with say beginner level plastic components to advanced door trim design with a master section. So that's what you will be doing in this particular coursework, right? So here the projects that you will be working on is a door trim, rear lamp, master section creation, right? So these are the projects that you will be working on in this particular course. And then comes our mold design using SolidWorks. This particular coursework, you understand basics of injection molding, basics of mold design, what are the different parting surfaces, sliders, ejections, what is gates, what are runners, and then you basically a mold for a CPU fan case and a plastic knob. So these are the two projects that you will be working on in this particular coursework as well. So let me do one thing. I'll basically go to our website and showcase how you basically take a look at these courses. So if you see, this is the first course where you basically design the American Chopper. You start with creating your own concept sketches, then you get a good introduction to SolidWorks and you start mastering SolidWorks user interface. You will basically look into advanced sketching. So you basically start with your creating your own concept sketches, right? So you look into concept sketches, then you look into, say, introduction to SolidWorks and mastering SolidWorks. So taking the first course, these are the fundamental things that you will be covering in the course syllabus, right? So you will basically work on designing, modeling, and assembling of all the components of an American Chopper. So this is a bike that you will basically work on. You will work on a photorealistic rendering also, which is basically what I explained. So you will use SolidWorks Visualize or PhotoView 360 to render these components. The second project that you will be working on is a yacht. By the end of this particular project, you will be really good at surface modeling, right? So how do we basically understand how well you are doing, right? As students work on projects, they kind of create their own portfolios, right? So for example, I can basically click on Sonu Raj's profile, and this is Sonu Raj's profile. He is a verified student. What does a verified student mean? He has basically worked on multiple projects. So there is a independent project also at the end of the coursework, and you can basically work on that. So Sonu Raj's independent project is your armored vehicle. So let's basically take a look at the project, right? So this is Sonu Raj's profile, and this profile is shareable across your network. So you can basically copy this URL and send it across to anyone who wants to recruit you, right? So this is Sonu Raj's project and independent project, and this is how we basically designed every component, right? Pretty cool, right? This is not in the coursework. He took his interest. That is an independent project. He took his interest and built this whole armored vehicle, right? This is one. The second thing, this is in the coursework. So this is his assembly of yacht. So this is the project where he basically designs each and every component and basically assembles them together. So the full-fledged assembly will look like this. If you think about it, right, whenever you are applying for a job, if you have this kind of detailed portfolios that you can showcase your potential recruiter, then your ability to get the job becomes higher. So that's what we basically do when a student basically enrolls in our coursework. And this is just the first coursework, right? I'm not even going through the whole coursework. This is just the first coursework. This is the first project or the second project in the coursework, which is building the American Chopper. So he basically starts from kickstand, transmission belt, the front fender, rear fender, oil tank, chain, every component, right? Every component is needed to be designed and then assembled. So this is his full-fledged assembly, and this is his realistic rendering of the bike. This is what you get when you enroll in a skilling course. So your ability to showcase projects and your ability to work on really industry-oriented projects. The second course, as I said, introduction to sheet metal design. So you basically get introduced to NXCAD interface. You look at stiffening features, you look at flattening and forming. So these are the projects that you will be working on. So this is a casing, metal box modeling, how to design a sheet metal switchboard modeling. This is a enclosure modeling, and then a bracket modeling. So these are the 5 projects. This is an introductory coursework that you will be looking into. So the next coursework, as I said, will be your automotive sheet metal design. So here you will start with your vehicle development cycle. Then you look into basics of automotive BAW, design what are the design methodologies of a hood, fender, roof, and side door. Then you will understand case study of you will basically go over a case study. You will understand the different key mechanisms of a lock and striker. And then you will look into the supplier part of it, manufacturing and supplier side. What are the process and challenges with supplier manufacturing, right? It is important because when you go into the industry, you need to understand all these concepts. So this is how your project will look like. This is a hood design, or this is designing the fender, this is designing the roof, and you will basically design the tailgate, your back door. So let us look at how so again, this is the leaderboard, and I'm going to basically take Joel John Verghese. And so this is Joel John Verghese profile. Again, verified. Joel basically can use this URL to get a job. So this particular portfolio, you can basically click on it and go take a look at it. This is Joel's roof design. So if you take a look at the roof, so he goes into detail in explaining what he did, right? It is important because when you write this detailed project report, your ability to understand the concepts just multiplies. So understanding what is bow roof, what is bow roof 2, what are the different components of a roof, and putting them together is really important, because in an interview, these are the questions that you will be asked, right? Then there is a few analysis also. What is curvature study, about heat distortion criteria, snow load criteria. So say, for example, you're designing a car for the Indian market or African market, there is too much heat. So what is the heat distortion criteria that we are taking into account? When you're designing the car for a European or a North American market, probably there are going to be snowfalls, and probably there are going to be cities where there is a lot of snow, for like Wisconsin, right? Then you need to understand what is the snow load criteria. Understanding all those things and implementing and designing a particular component is the job of an engineer, and that's what you will be doing here. Great. And this is your backdoor, brilliant project where you basically design a full-fledged backdoor out here. So this is something that you will be doing as a part of this coursework as well. And here's your hood. So you design the inner panel of the hood. You understand what are the reinforcements, what are the hinge reinforcement, block and striker reinforcement that you need, and you basically develop this particular component. Then comes the plastic design course. So here you understand what are the different types of plastics that are in the automotive industry. You get an introduction to CATIA. Then these are the syllabuses that you will be going through. I'll provide you the link in the YouTube video. You can take a look at every details of the syllabus. I don't want to go into detail, right? The projects that you will be working on is you will work on a door trim panel for a car, then you will work on a rear lamp, then a master section. So these are the 3 projects that you will be working on in this particular course. Then that comes to mold design. So again, as I said, in a mold design, it's a manufacturing design. You need to understand what is gating, what is parting surface, what are runners, all those aspects you will be learning in this particular course. And after this course, you basically have GD&T. What are the different aspects of GD&T with respect to ASME? You basically learn this. As you see, this is like in depth, right? We have made sure that we basically cover each aspect of design in depth. Anyone who basically takes this coursework, not only in India, across Europe, US, anywhere in the world, will understand the concepts of design and apply the concepts of design in projects. These projects develop a strong portfolio, and that portfolio will help you get a job, right? This is fundamental, right? When you start working on projects, you write detailed project reports. When you write detailed project reports, you understand what you're writing. When you go to an interview, when you start writing detailed project reports, you understand what you're writing, and job opportunity comes, you apply using your portfolio and you stand out from your peers. So that is step 1, getting an interview, right? Step 2, how to crack an interview. You have written so much, you have learned so much while you wrote all these projects. So step 2 is cracking those interviews. Basically, we do tool test, we do mock interviews as well. So in order, when you get an interview and you're going through the interview process, you feel very confident in cracking those interviews. So Design Masters program is one of our successful Masters program. And we started with 4 courses. We have added 2 other courses over the last 2 years, and we have always added more projects, right? So we are very excited about our Design Masters for coursework, because we have started including the manufacturing part of the design as well in this particular coursework. So we are really excited. So this is our review of this is our coursework. So what kind of jobs you can apply after taking up this Design Master course? So you can apply for solid modeling jobs, sheet metal, surface modeling, BIW design, mold design jobs, any product design jobs, you can definitely apply. So it opens up a lot of job opportunities for you guys. So yeah, this is our review of our Design Masters coursework. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out 980-980-5252 or comment in this video. We will be happy to answer any of your queries. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not done it. We are going to keep on putting more videos about our coursework, about our free workshops, about a lot of informational stuff. You will be benefited. Thank you so much, guys. Stay safe, stay at home. Thank you.